People often say that the RE engine is incredibly optimized, and that's mostly true, until it suddenly isn't. Resident Evil 2 runs extremely well. At 720p we're seeing 40 to 50 FPS, and using the game's interlaced rendering mode pushes performance all the way to 50 or even 60 FPS. Hitting 50 to 60 FPS in the police station with interlaced rendering almost makes you forget that we're benchmarking iGPU. Resident Evil Village is a little heavier, but it's still perfectly playable at around 30 to 40 FPS with interlaced rendering. Then comes Resident Evil 4 Remake. Even with FSR performance and Ultra performance, we're only getting around 20 to 30 FPS. And interestingly, changing the FSR preset barely changes performance at all. Onimusha Way of the Sword demo continues the downward trend. Even with FSR Ultra performance enabled, we're only seeing around 16 to 20 FPS, which isn't playable, but it's still far better than the next game. And finally, Dragon's Dogma 2 completely breaks the illusion. Even with FSR Ultra performance enabled, we're looking at just 3 to 6 FPS. This isn't a settings problem anymore. This isn't something FSR or lower graphics settings can fix. The iGPU simply doesn't have enough graphics horsepower for a game this demanding. This is a perfect example of why the engine itself doesn't determine performance. Resident Evil 2 can run at 60 FPS on this iGPU. Onimusha struggles in the high teens, and Dragon's Dogma 2 barely reaches 5 frames per second. RE Engine clearly scales extremely well, but modern developers are also asking much more from it than they did a few years ago.